Was it seduction or illusion? Deception or murder? Nothing is what it seems in a town like Twin Peaks. Starring Kyle MacLachlan, Michael Onke, Laura Flynn Boyle, Sherilyn Fenn, and Joan Chen. And now you can fall back into the mystery, or begin your search for the first time every Tuesday night with a new episode hosted by a panel of superfans. Watch live for the audio commentary. No one is innocent in a town like Twin Peaks. It's Thursday night, and Netters Network talks to the streamers who have everybody talking. It's Thursday Things, Thursdays at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netters Network.
This series presents information based in part on theory and conjecture. The producer's purpose is to suggest some possible explanations, but not necessarily the only ones, to the mysteries we will examine.
Salud. Welcome. And I hope you all had a wonderful Easter Sunday. Happy Easter Monday. And welcome to another Monday night at the movies. This, of course, is my lovely little bunny, Netter. Netter, how you doing tonight? And what are you sipping on, sweetie?
That Troy and I haven't been feeling well. And now I'm losing my voice and my throat hurts. So I'm just drinking plain seltzer water.
Fair enough. Good. And of course, I'd love to know what you all are sipping on in the chat as well. Hope you guys are all feeling well. I'm on the mend. Netter's about 24 hours behind me, though. We got PJ of Orville Nation, the business manager. Welcome. So glad that you are here. I'm dropping all kinds of emojis, including a little for a minute there I thought that was a peep, but it's actually a peace sign. Either way, that's cool. And I'm sure that is some sort of a popcorn emoji as well. Lady Miss, the hostess with the mostest, welcome. You guys were the early birds, of course. Connie Cleary, welcome.
I was the first one.
Well, you live here. That's kind of like cheating. Hoping everyone had a delightful Easter. Have a great rewatch. Thanks so much, Big Al. Looking forward to Death Race 2000. In fact, I thought I had that around here somewhere. Anyway, Death Race 2000 this Saturday. Let's see here.
What do y'all think of my bunny ears?
Yeah, I think they're really, really cute. I like them. Did I say hi to Connie Cleary? Hi, Connie. Welcome, welcome. And, of course, Matanudi. Matanudi. Welcome, welcome. Oh, gosh. And I'm not drinking tonight at all, honest. JPRPH1, howdy, John. How you doing? And Lester San Jose. Already? I'm still recovering. Yeah, I understand. Warm water for you. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And I think that catches us up. Saying hi, of course, to everyone in the Rumble and everyone on the X Twitter XX. That doesn't sound very good.
The Twitter X.
Yeah. So tonight's movie, of course, is the Irving Berlin classic. It's an Easter classic. Fred Astaire and Judy Garland. Easter Parade. Again, this is one that I remember very fondly from my childhood. It was a mainstay at this time of year on Family Classics with Fraser Thomas.
Yeah.
And it's one of the traditions I want to keep alive with Monday Night at the Movies. That kind of family classics kind of a thing.
Well, in that case, you need to do Treasure Island because I remember them playing that one.
Oh, I'll probably do that at some point. Yeah. I'll probably plan that for the week that they release whatever this new reboot of Pirates of the Caribbean is. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't drink tonight, so you're smoking a pipe. Oh, and for those of you who were on the last stream, which would have been my channel on Saturday, I mentioned I was making these cough drops for Troy. And so I did make them. And he's going to show you what they look like. Yeah, so they look like little bullet shapes. The white is just powdered sugar that I have on them to keep them from sticking to one another. But it's just powdered ginger, honey, a little bit of sugar. What's the other thing? It's not allspice. It's
Clove.
It actually
Tastes
just
really
a little
good.
bit of water. And then you just boil it all up. I pour it into the bullet-shaped ice cube trays. Make sure you butter them first, otherwise they won't come out. And
her second batch turned out perfectly. Like little candy bullets, really.
Yeah. Well, the first one I burnt because I got up there too late. But you put them into a little bullet-shaped mini cube tray, and you get these perfect cough drop size cough drops, and they're homemade, so you know what's in them. No extra things. Yep,
and I think the ginger is what really helps. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the movie. We can talk about it as it plays. You guys know how this works. You got the link right up at the top for both the Rumble and the YouTube. Linked at the top. If you're in, I wonder, can I post that if I go to the X? I probably could, right?
I see the Cosme link. I don't see the Rumble link.
Give me just a second because I'm not used to the whole X thing. Here we go. And post that. There we go. So anyone watching on X can watch along with the movie too. So yeah, I'm splitting my attention between 3 different platforms. You just gotta bear with me, folks. Doing my best. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. So, like I was saying, pinned to the top is that Cosme link. we're going to go ahead and let me just make sure. Yep, I can see my cursor. Go ahead and right click on that Cosme link, open up Cosme, and you can watch along with us in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And I love the fact that the arch around the lion is in kind of like pastel colors. It feels kind of Eastery, you know?
No, but her hat is a boring white. There's no pastel colors to it at all.
Well, you know, I don't know. Pastels, honestly, were just a fashion trend for a very specific period of time, and somehow it became associated with Easter.
Well, pastels is what I was familiar with growing up. My little Easter dress was pastel colors. My little Easter socks were pastel colors. So when I think Easter, I think pastels.
Well, I think it's also because of movies like this and a number of others. People have associated Easter with dressing in period outfits, and it's like it was really intended you're dressing in the modern style.
Women's costumes by Irene. She doesn't get a last name. Just it's Irene. You know, the lady that sits in that little spot over there. She makes the costumes.
Irving Berlin, so it's one of the great musicals. Now that's a bowler hat. I do have a black bowler hat.
I know I do. Okay, I'm sorry, but that hat is ugly.
Yeah, not exactly.
Okay, that would remind me of Fluffy Chicks.
I could see you wearing something like that.
Heavy yellow's not my color.
The important thing is you wear the hat. The hat doesn't wear you.
Yep. She's wearing one of those Dr. Seuss guys on her head. The Whoville people. Okay, that was kind of cool. Okay, she shouldn't have that umbrella open indoors. Okay, I don't like her hat, but I liked her necklace.
So, I'm not going to get too into the period accurateness of the fashions. This film was released in 1948, but the setting is supposed to be 1912.
I feel sorry for his man there. He's got to carry all the parcels, and he looks bored. Like, great, I got to schlep after this guy all day.
Of course, Lily's being in season.
Oh, but now he's got more than one guy.
It's like smart aleck kid. How many of you remember receiving Easter baskets? They had like some big gift in the middle, maybe a few around the edges, and then like all candy in the bottom.
Well, let's see. Baskets how we get there. We have like a coloring book and crayons, and then some eggs and candy.
I'll tell you what, he makes those toy drums sound pretty good. My mom used to go to the comic book store, pick up my pull for the month, and put them into the basket for me.
The proprietor just kind of off to the side looking at him like, don't break the merchandise, dude.
Well, if anything, he's showing it off pretty well. I mean, if I was one of those kids, I'd be like, I want a drum. And check out those spats.
You have spats.
I know I do. The idea that he was out walking around on the street with his tats on, though, is unlikely.
Well, it's not a real street.
Well, point.
And you could tell when he was just trying to walk that he was trying not to do tap dancing while he was walking.
True. I'm not sure if he's actually playing or not, but he's on point.
He still doesn't put that bunny down.
He's afraid if he puts the butt down, Fred Astaire's going to pick up and take it.
Oh, he put the bunny down. Okay, he's definitely not playing the drum.
Right. Which makes the previous scenes that much more impressive. Oh, this looks a lot like a scene out of Singing in the Rain.
Yeah. The bunny. It's like I've been bamboozled.
Yep, he sure has. Well, there you go. I can say that the decor is pretty accurate for first decade of the century, but not my style. It seems kind of gaudy. I will admit, for many years, I watched this movie every year, and I haven't seen it in years.
Like, I don't want to go with you. We're breaking. But you're the love of my life.
It's different because
can her hair.
Yeah.
The way it's styled. I think I might like the dress if it was a different color.
I don't know all that fringe.
I like the top part. I like the way it hangs on just off the shoulders. And the girl said, "Let's what animal I am. I'm a squirrel."
Yeah, exactly.
Which actress?
Oh, that's not important. She's gonna take a back seat when Garland comes on. That's the whole point of the story. She's kind of over this, and he's like, "Fine, you know, I can teach you dance."
Did you just happen to have a balcony? Stairs up, you can dance up them and down them?
Well, because the back is painted.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. At least you got that going for you. Hey, Age Boomer, how you doing, my friend? You know how this works if you want to watch along with us. Yeah, it's a pug.
How many of those pugs does she have?
No idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does.
It's like, dear Reddit, am I the asshole? Yes, you are.
Yeah, it's only business. I understand. And see, that was what really hurt him the most. Because for him, it wasn't just business. I love that transatlantic accent of his.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out his accent.
Very common in Hollywood back then. The assumption was that you'd be playing, you know, on both sides of the pond, so you kind of did this transatlantic kind of somewhere in between.
Gives it more alcohol.
Well, she's smart then. I should have been single.
Oh, I want some of those olives.
Yep. Look at olive with bourbon, though. I mean, my gosh.
Oh, I don't care about the bourbon. I just want the olives.
I'm looking at those breadsticks. He's absolutely right. That's even more true today. Oh, challenge accepted. See that?
So he's saying he's going to do what's that? A Pygmalion?
Like a Pygmalion, exactly. How far along are we? Oh, we can't be more than about 10, 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
And by the way, welcome, Deleted Scenes. Oh, and Netter's saying hi to Jedi Bill in the chat. I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, Jedi Bill.
Jedi Bill and Big L are both in the Cosmic chat.
Okay, now this is a bit awkward. That doesn't sound right. Let's face it, that sounds a little sketchy until she starts to realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe, this is legit. But she doesn't. $15 a week? He's offering her 10 times that.
Where's the cartridge ripped out?
Yeah, exactly. Didn't realize who he was.
Well, at least you weren't born in Chicago.
But that's where he's heading to.
Oh. Feel bad for you.
Michigan was a much better place back then. Chicago, frankly,
better.
wasn't that different.
Yeah, it was better. Remember, I grew up there.
True. We were talking about, all the, Me Too's of throughout Hollywood history. And Judy Garland was one that I didn't mention, but she had her stuff to deal with in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Ah, the trombone. That was my instrument.
I've never heard you play the trombone.
It's because I haven't had one since we've been married.
I can get you one.
Nah, it would annoy you.
I don't know if he's trying not to smile, or that's just the way you have
No,
to do
yeah,
something.
you kind of have to smile when you play it.
Her foundation's a little too dark for her face. So whoever did her makeup...
No, I think it's the lighting. because they're going for a dimmer type lighting in this room. But
yes, but look at her neck
yes, I agree.
and her ears.
At least I hope she won't. Technically, she's not late. Oh, we can fix that. Interestingly, from what I've heard about Fred Astaire, he was very much like this.
You did.
You did. Yeah, exactly. Who am I to argue with myself, right? She's nervous. Don't know left from right. No.
I'm left-handed. What's wrong with that?
That is true. They used to say that about left-handers. And let me tell you, left-handers are not to be trifled with.
I am the only lefty in a right-handed family. Because I grew up with all right-handers, I learned how to do a lot of things with my right hand, but I can also do a lot of things with my left hand.
Yes, I can attest. She's good with both her hands.
You're within throwing distance, dear.
Yeah.
I don't see the rubber band.
No, she put it on under her skirt. She did everything backwards, except the curtsy.
And avoid getting smacked in the head by him.
See, it's really become about his pride. He has to teach her now. The rubber band's too tight.
I thought she was going to put it around her shoe so she would know that one's left.
That would have made sense, yeah. Lunch. Okay, she's laying it out a bit big. I don't want the very best. I want you.
Okay, I don't like brown on her. It's just not her color.
I've never
But
been
that
big
blue
on
that
brown.
that one lady is, that's why away from us, that would look fabulous on
Oh
her.
yeah, absolutely.
If there's a lot of pastel colors there, and the flowers and stuff.
Oh, there's a couple of pastels, but they're mostly
That's,
solid colors.
yeah. There's an outfit.
There's some dogs. Gosh, it must be like being a cosplayer at a convention.
Right?
Even with that silly hat.
That is Ann Miller. The one with the dog that just walked
Yeah.
by. I thought she looked familiar. It's green.
Yeah, he's in green too. Or is that turquoise? Yeah, Mr. Hughes.
But them ew. That does not go with her. So then, like, call her something like Antoinette or Guinevere. Good point.
Smart. Yeah, no, not so much. You're right. I hadn't thought about this in years. It is kind of Pygmalion.
Okay, so they are turning around to look at her, but why?
Because she's pulling a Harpo Marx face.
Juanita?
Juanita and Hughes.
Okay,
Now that's a nice dress.
Yeah, you know, with all the fluff.
Yeah, I just realized the fluff is for the dancing. It's not, like let go, let go, let go. I'm getting the shades of Lucille Ball here.
Yeah.
The other thing is all that fringe kind of covers over a multitude of sins.
Well, a lot of it's falling off of her outfits all over the ground.
Yeah, well, they do. That's another reason I don't like that kind of stuff.
And she's trying to wing it, and she's not quite getting it.
Yeah, if you don't stop her, she's going to spin right off the stage. Oops. And the fact is, something they tell you in performance, every single performance, you just get better and better,
You can't reach it. You already got a dog in the act. Just gotta learn how to keel.
Mm-hmm.
No. Wow, she's really jumping the gun, isn't she? Bow ties are cool. He doesn't want to marry her.
Exactly. Ah, it was a setup. Welcome, welcome, Spicy Peach. See, he's being derogatory because he's hurt, really. But she's, although I do get some undertones of was it Human League? Don't you want me, baby? That's true. He's not lying. Netter, the ladies are coming out and giving you hugs.
Yay! That's a hugs.
15 cents. Wow.
Okay, that hat's kind of cute.
Right?
What she goes down the rim with is going to be drowned.
Yeah, exactly. Nope. And you almost imagine he had the same logic. Well, they called for rain. I didn't expect it to rain.
Huh.
Pneumonia. Yeah. Very clever if you think about it.
It's an umbrella.
And he probably paid like a bunch for it.
Big yellow umbrella.
Yep.
Her foundation just came off all over that.
Yes, I was just thinking that too. And depending on how he folded it, it's now on his shirt. Or who just doesn't want to get wet.
Yeah. Yep, those doors were open. You could have stepped right in there.
Well, these were before they had OSHA laws.
That hat is ruined.
Yeah. It's exactly like you said. It's now waterlogged.
And once those get wet, they don't bounce back.
Not the same way, no.
Yeah.
She's been practicing all her life for that.
Yep. I thought he was going to interject comedy into it,
Well,
and that's what his idea was.
and see this now suddenly she's just completely transformed because this is her.
Yeah.
It's amazing how that player piano continues when he's not depressing the pedals.
Right.
Because in 1912, they would not have had electrical ones.
Yeah, that's true. But now she's moving very naturally.
Yep. Because this is the kind of dancing she's used to.
That works. But now it's more vaudeville.
Yep. Hannah and Hewes. That also sounds better, too.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never called my husband anything like that.
Well, they're making fun of the baby talk.
Almost sounds like the song from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
With the, was he Emperor or whatever and his wife were singing?
Right.
I like the skirt she's wearing.
Yeah.
I don't like the vest or the hat because it reminds me of a Girl Scout. Thin mints. I also noticed that her shoes are flat, almost like slipper, and they're slippers.
I don't think I need to tell you in 1912 the moves in that skirt would not have been appropriate. But that's okay because let's face it, this was 1948.
The New Amsterdam Theater. Okay, I like that outfit.
Yep.
Hers.
Yes.
Well, I like his too, but.
Well, yeah, but that his is pretty off the rack, right?
Yep. Okay, she's finally wearing some heels.
And good evening, Curtis Shelby. I was wondering where you were. Good to see you.
Salvi, no H.
Yes, I know. I think people would be surprised if I didn't slur my words. You don't, you don't see dancing like this anymore. You really, really don't.
Yep. Oh, it's Miss Thang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ann Miller.
Because I didn't know. Yeah. Sometimes it's not even how you answer, it's how quickly you answer.
Hey, what is she calling? Oh, she's calling Texas from both directions. Well, it's like the texture ride can't be costume ride because she never got in.
It ain't worth it, lady.
He's wearing a raccoon coat.
Know him? He was delicious.
And that's probably a $2 ticket.
He's not thinking business, he's thinking personal.
She matches her couch.
Yeah.
No, don't tell me you actually fallen for this joke.
Well, I think she wants to.
That's her date.
Oh, Lady V, don't depress me. It's kind of why I watch movies like this, to remember a time like that. Or at least remember that a time like that existed. Up.
Yeah, I think he just put two and two together. So I say a professor of.
Lady V, you're the second person to try to encourage me that way today. I hope you're right. Homie's a playa. Yes, Lester, he is.
He's proud of his salad.
I love this. I love this bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gotta have garlic.
Ah! Egg from a chicken.
From a chicken. Is he actually
A
speaking Italian, honey?
bacala. Yeah, he's being a little rude. It actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
Whip, whip, stir, stir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss him, Curtis. That's why I want to, that's why I want to do this. She feels incredibly out of place.
Yep, we're friends. Everything should be strictly business.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, no, I think you're absolutely right, Curtis. It was about the writers because I know Harvey Korman could do better, even if left on his own. So I really get the distinct impression that he was following a script and it wasn't a good one.
I know, I hear Nadine and I just think
I
Twin
know,
Peaks.
you're thinking Twin Peaks, exactly.
You know what I get about Nadine.
Oh, hey Thade, how you doing? Good to see you. You know how this works. The link's up at the top if you want to watch along with us. I figure we're probably a little bit past the halfway point. but I'm a fool.
Yeah, are you sure about that?
You know, the one thing I can say about this, you don't see this in movies of any time, really. She's honest. She just says how she feels. Not messing around, not, lying to, not hurt somebody or hide something. It's just telling them how she feels. I understand, Curtis. Yeah, if you need to hit the hay, hit the hay. It's really just a cherry flavored water, Curtis, because it's a work night. But it's also got a little bit of a thickness to it, which helps my throat with the cough.
So you're in love with a guy who doesn't know you exist. Yet the guy who is in love with you is right under your nose and you're ignoring him.
Yeah, we are. Netter's a little bit behind me because she had onset about 12 to 24 hours after I did. So it was my fault, but I'm on the mend and she's right behind me.
We just knew to this day.
Yep. He's kind of getting used to it.
Yeah. Ziegfeld Follies in 1912. Oh, this is 1912?
Yep. It's set in 1912.
Yes, but why do they have to announce the year?
To remind you when it's taking place.
Oh, I like those box seats.
Yeah, but your view kind of sucks.
It depends on where your box is. If you're on the side but not too far over, that's like the best because you can see right down the stage very easily. And every woman that was in musicals back then held their arms like that.
Yes.
It was like, up in that weird way. Okay, she had legs for days, though.
Yeah, again, would not be, even in Ziegfeld Follies, probably wouldn't be doing this in 1912.
The thing is, I never thought she was terribly attractive, but she's got legs for days.
And what you don't think about is the way she's holding her arms isn't just for posture. It's also because, it's good for full volume of the chest when you're singing. If he thinks the woman he loves doesn't want him back, he is going to go after another woman because he thinks it's better to be with someone better than nobody. Yeah, no, it's a good assessment, Curtis. But at the same time, there's a sensibility to it. You know, the girl he was with has pretty much rejected him in multiple ways. So yeah, he ought to move on. You're right about that, Lady V. It's always in you know logical but obvious places. So this was in the marquee. You definitely would see it like in newspapers and whatever to establish where you were and when. Uh, Samuel Proctor. I've been in that situation, except it was me who was the one who was the idiot who was looking off to a girl who, didn't know I existed. Oh, gosh, every guy's been in that position, let me tell you. And if I didn't say so earlier, welcome, Samuel Proctor. Thanks for being here.
I said hi.
I know. Nice. Mm. It's very perceptive of her. Well, it doesn't seem that depressed now. It is odd. We used to have a connection with our past, perhaps not perfect, all too often colored by some official agenda, but we understood that the people back then were people. Now people seem to think this is the one time we have lived in. Yeah, yeah, because we had things like connection to the previous generation, to family, to tradition. Um, that's all been broken. And there's no sense of history. There's no sense of tradition. There's no sense of belonging. Everyone is divided now.
You still got somebody on the phone.
Yeah, exactly. She just realized. He's kind of getting the message loud and clear, right?
She's treated him like crud.
Right. Oh, wow.
Well, he might as well be with someone.
I mean, yeah, but wow. That's just wow.
Why are you holding the salt and pepper shakers? Okay, that's a pretty dress. Okay, I like the pink. I don't like the brown.
Yeah, she looks like a coconut candy. See, that's interesting because that gives you some insight probably to where he was with Nadine, right? He's all business, even if he is.
Like your last name. Okay, she kissed hers.
Well, yeah, especially with, the pale open back, you got that kind of Neapolitan look going there.
Right? In other words, you were an experiment.
Mm.
He's starting to feel guilty.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's actually playing the piano.
She knows how to play, but I don't think she's playing right now. See, because the other thing too is she's probably singing too, but the singing we're hearing is
Studio
recorded
sound.
separately,
Yeah.
for recorded, exactly, studio sound. It's entirely possible that piano she's playing isn't even strung.
That could be. Yeah, that foundation is way too dark for her face.
It kind of is. And the best things happen when we're dancing.
Yes. Hey, honey, you're in love with me.
I know.
I promise don't put your shoes on the bed.
I don't know if that's bad luck or not, but you don't want to get the bed dressing dirty. As a matter of fact, yes, you can. Rubber band's too tight. She needs a garter. I've done White Christmas at Christmas time a couple times, Curtis. I'll probably pull that one out again in the future.
Yeah.
Because it is one of my favorites.
I like the music in a lot of these old films. It's just nice to hear.
I don't know if you notice this or not, but the other girls are overly darkened too.
Yeah. That song is from this show, huh?
Yep. Keeping in mind too, it is Irving Berlin. He did have a tendency to reuse movies. I mean,
True.
excuse me,
Song. I know what
reuse
you
songs. We were just talking about White Christmas, and of course, the movie White Christmas wasn't the first movie that the song appears in. It actually
No.
appeared in Holiday Inn first. Holiday Inn's another one that I've done at least once or twice.
It's like all of them have such dark makeup. They look like they're trying to go for a tan.
Yeah, and that's why you're perceiving it as being overly dark, because the makeup should match your skin tone.
Right, it doesn't.
Unless they've all spent a lot of time tanning.
Which they, because you can tell from their neck. Okay, we got weird dancing.
Yeah, a lot of these dance routines you never would have seen in 1912. Not at Ziegfeld Follies, not anywhere. But again, as I point out, it's set in 1912, but there's a lot of 40s aesthetics here.
Her skirt reminds me of Candy Cane.
Yeah, those old-fashioned kinds where you can get all the different flavors.
Yeah. He's looking for the Wicked Witch of the West.
No, he was looking for his cane. Curtis says Bing Crosby, for all of his personal failings, is one of his personal heroes. My grandfather looked just like him, except he was bald. I always wanted to sound like him. My grandfather, I was just noticing it as I'm watching this movie. My grandfather looked a lot like Fred Astaire, but bald, yes. Okay, so a little, early rotoscoping here, because you've got him in the foreground in slow motion, and against probably a black screen back then, and the background dancers are dancing real time. Samuel Proctor was on a road trip drive yesterday and watched a movie adaptation of the Gospel for Easter during it, and it was the most, what is that, mid portrayal of the Gospel I've ever seen. Okay. Expected to be just okay, but that was It was just aggressively mediocre. Okay. There was a strong nostalgia for the world before the war, before the World War. The whole world was, we felt more innocent. Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's not like she could phone her back.
Couple swells. Ha! Well, specifically, Thade, my grandfather was Genoese, and my grandmother was Napolitan. So, yeah, the boot. Yeah, I love that.
A gentleman never kisses and tells.
Right.
Okay. So I used to get around all the time. I'd walk everywhere.
People don't realize that, we think traffic is a modern thing, but even back when they had horse-drawn carriages, the streets would get
Muddy and gross.
muddy and gross, and there were just vehicles everywhere. And sometimes it was faster to just get out and walk.
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually my mother's side of the family that the Italian comes from. My dad claimed to be Irish.
If
I think he was pretty much just a redneck.
your dad was Irish, that makes me Russian.
Yeah, pretty much. Neither one of us wants to go on stage. Go.
Like, who are all these people coming into my dressing room?
You know, just people coming to wish her well, say she did a great job. A little schmoozing. Samuel didn't think he'd be able to watch this with us. It's 2 states away from home, but apparently Cosme also works well on the mobile browser. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm just watching this in my hotel room. Great. I'm glad you could hang out with us, Samuel. I really am. Little attitude there.
Well, she thinks she's all that in a bag of
Yeah.
chips.
Oh, chips would be good right now.
Don't remind me of things we don't have.
Ah,
Okay, that green dress on her looks really
yes.
lovely. I like the style, everything. I cannot wear green like that, but I love that dress. And of course, these same girls were in every single one of these productions.
Actually, they were in an earlier part of this production. McQueen.
Okay, there's a dress.
Right? Oh, I remember this one. Yeah. This is brilliant.
For a minute there, I thought they were going to kiss.
Cosmo.
Harper's Bazaar? Nope,
Red Book. Vogue. Good housekeeping.
I used to work for that magazine.
Vanity Fair. Yeah, back when those magazines were 15 cents. Oh my gosh.
I mean, she couldn't stand still because
Yachting.
she keeps moving.
It's hard when you're holding a pose like that. Oh, this is so 3D.
She's like, oh, I gotta stand here like
Woman's
this.
Home Companion.
Okay, that's a striking dress.
Yep.
There's Harper's.
There's
Bazaar.
Harper's, right. Well, what's really cool about that is the gradient in the skirt.
Yeah. He's like, oh, so you brought me here to see her. Okay, I get it. Of course, the red looks really great with the black tuxes.
Yep. Yeah, here's another thing you notice when I was talking about the songs being recorded separately. If he was projecting as loud as he would have to be coming through the way he is, he'd have been blowing out her ear.
Yeah, he'd be way too loud next to her.
There you go. Oh, uncool. I'm going to bring this up just because it's too hard for me to read. It's so small. Remembered something about a comment earlier. Been reading a ton of Rome from the past few months, and there's a source in the time of Augustus, where the imperial court complained about traffic in the city at night. It was so loud they couldn't sleep. Yeah, no, nothing changes. At least not on a fundamental level. Yeah, so this is one of those things. Yeah, their current relationship's tenuous at best, so of course she's going to be
Oh, I'd be ticked too.
insecure. Yeah.
Oh no, it's not insecurity, sweetie. It's just like you just moved in on my man, which we are
There
on.
is another element here, though. She's just announced him, and there's a professional element that he needs to be considered. He needs to, okay, show's got to go on. I can't ruin it because then I come off as the bad guy in front of the audience. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, she doesn't feel like a big success.
I love that, the way that line he delivers. They only come in here when they. Uh,
They could turn anything into a song.
Right? That's a nice necklace, too.
That goes well with the dress.
Well, if we had made the dress, we would have made the necklace at the same time.
That's true. Her face makeup looks a little bit closer to her neck color now.
Yeah. That's a great line. I've made my mind up, but I can't make up my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could guarantee you those aren't real emeralds or diamonds.
No, it'd be costume jewelry.
And they wouldn't look right under the lights. That's the other thing. Oh, and the matching earrings. I just saw that. Wow. Yeah, pour her a drink for sure.
Now, that's back in the day when you would turn in your key at the front desk before you went out.
Exactly. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Snap.
Yep. It's true. He did say that up front.
Don't trust him. She's just shaking her head. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah. Building security. And she doesn't know that he just got ushered out.
It's like, what the heck, dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a fine how do you do.
Huh. Ouch. Successful, beautiful people eat drama flakes. Yeah, kinda. Ooh. Oh, I see what he's doing. This is what happens when you play games. I was complimenting her earlier on just saying what she felt.
She wasn't playing games. Something's going on in her leg.
Yeah, her hair does look nice, right? Because it's like normal.
Yeah. Like, yep, getting ready
Alrighty
for the
then.
Easter parade. Yeah, that's when phone numbers had letters in them.
Yep. Get out all the hounds. Is that what she was walking earlier? Greyhounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. No card. This is back when the men were allowed to be the good guys. I like that. Who brought a messenger?
He's like, I'm going to do it over here where you can't see.
Ah,
He's a bunny.
it's a real bunny. Yeah.
And a top hat.
Yep. And you know darn well he pooped in that top hat.
Oh, she's back to being orange.
Yep. In fairness, the stuff just got there. And this time she bought all the stuff for him.
Don't rub your face against his jacket.
Oh, I love it.
But you're not in clover. You're in white and pink.
She said she will be. Yeah, that's better.
Whatever that is. See, her hat's so plain.
Yeah, it's not gaudy. That's the key. Now, see, that's pretty accurate. Seeing the automobiles and the horse-drawn carriages on the road at the same time. Yep. That would have been 1912. There you go. God, I love that movie. Oh, I mean, it's got to have been more than 2 decades since I've seen it. That was wonderful.
So now I'm curious if anyone in the chat has never seen it before.
Yeah, I did see a lot of y'all saying you hadn't seen it in years, but how many of you are seeing it for the first time tonight? Love to know. Put this away for the night. And you know what? I think that's also what made it so enjoyable, was, watching it with you guys. Super appreciate it. Great film, great company, great presentation. Thanks. I too haven't seen it in 20 years. Yeah, I'll tell you. Oh, Lady V, this was your first time. Okay, fair enough. Not a virgin anymore. Haven't seen it before, and even today, I only saw the last half of it. Yeah, no, I get you. This is an Irving Berlin classic. Oh, and John, thanks so much for giving me some watch time over there on the Rumble. This is the 3rd time tonight. Wow, you've seen it 3 times tonight? Or in your life you've seen it 3 times and this is the 3rd time? I can take that either way. Great movie. It was so fun. Get out. Deleted Seeds. You've never seen this movie before? I thought for sure you'd have been the one who'd seen it. Sir Torrin Clegane would have actually been on the panel tonight with us, except he had a performance to do himself, so he wasn't able to make it. In my life, I've seen it now 3 times. Okay, that's fair. I get it. But let's see. Okay, I think I heard from just about everyone who was here. Awesome. Y'all know the rundown for tonight. I did the coming attractions earlier, so I don't have to do them now. So, Netter, you want to wind us down?
Sure. I do want to remind everyone that I will have a special guest on my show on Thursday thing, Mikey Susie 4.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to seeing him. Please make sure that you are subbed to, we're small panel tonight, me and Troy, but also make sure you're subbed to everyone in the chat. And if you think you're subbed, please go back and double check, because YouTube. And with that said, we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it is so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys, you know you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. You can be anywhere right now, and you chose to be here with us. And that's so encouraging. So thank you for encouraging me, Troy. Thank you for encouraging one another. I hope that you have a great rest of your week, that we will also see, of course, on Deleted Scenes channel, my channel, Troy's channel, Boomer's channel, Big Gal's channel.
Yep.
I think that's everybody the rest of this week. But yeah, I hope to see you at all the usual places. We will definitely see you next time. Good night, and God bless.
You know, Curtis, if you want a beautiful woman to shower you with presents next year for Easter, you got to start now. That's kind of the message of the movie, right? It takes time to build that relationship. But yeah, I got to say, super appreciate every single one of you. If nothing else, this just gives me an excuse to enjoy movies that I've loved and share it with all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming, hanging out with us. You really are the best. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Good night, ladies.
Good night, sir.
Hit it, sweetheart.